Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Acknowledge my own father.
Let me begin by acknowledging my brother, Honorable and all distinguished persons, media, all of us. Please consider yourself individually addressed and acknowledged. Greetings to everyone. I think my job has been made much, much easier by all the speakers who have come before me. But let me thank the initiators of this movement. Thank you for explaining what brought us up. Thanks to everyone who has supported until now. And I want to thank you for the kind invitation to be with you today. I'm very grateful. So your theme is vote, voice out, vote out. And you've heard so much about that, so I'll skip it. Otherwise, I'll be speaking for a long time. But the one area I want to emphasize is the importance of working with the structures, so that we are not seen to be having splinter groups. We are one party. And everything we do moves towards one end. And I want to thank you for that. I don't want to embarrass anyone in this room, but I would have liked for you to show by hand how many of us have visited our branches since 2020. If we haven't, it's not all. Let's clap for those. The rest of us who haven't, it's not too late. Let us do that. Let us visit our branches. Let us know who the branch executives are. Let us work with them. Let's not show up at the last day when they don't even know us. And then there'll be suspicions. It's not necessary. So let us build our synergies into a whole. And I believe that that will be even more effective in propagating voice out, vote out. It is a collective responsibility. Gone were the days when we have to tell others where we are and what the previous government has done. Today we all live it. We feel it. We know it. We don't need much convincing. But I want to re-echo what Honorable Naana said. It is not all about the city. It is not all about our convenience. Wanting change in the society is not about our convenience. Actually, it's about our discomfort. It's about moving out, and it's about studying, it's about listening, and it's about learning. It's about identifying, and it's about speaking for those who don't have a voice. It's not about speaking for ourselves. And I want us to bear this in mind as we voice out and as we vote out. Working with the youth is always, at least for myself, is always so satisfying. Being on campus, maybe it's because I've spent too much of my life on campus, it's always like coming home. The youth must be interested. It is about your life ahead of you. You must automatically show interest in what is happening in the country and how to make things better. Honorable just talked about those in the days gone by. They didn't wait for anyone. They fought the governments when they thought that what they were doing might not help their future. So please voice out. We live in a country where we have come very far in terms of media space. We've come very, very far and very, very quickly. There used to be only the state-owned media. Now, you can just sit in your room and set one up. But it must be set up for a purpose. And the youth, I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to voice out in the interest of those who don't have any means to voice out. I used to tell my students on campus those days, once in a while, sometimes not once in a while, quite often, there'll be something they are not happy about, and so they embark on a looter. Then they end up in my office with their petition. And I used to tell them, one day I'll join you. And then they say, yeah, what kind of day would that be? I said, the day when you go on a looter, in the interest of your brothers and your cousins and the people in your community who have no opportunity to speak for themselves, who have no opportunity to go on a looter. The day you hold that looter for them, I even pay for the band. And they would diffuse tension. But I was very serious. It's about using privilege for those who don't have the privilege. Otherwise, why do you think you are the one to have that voice? Use it in the interest of those who don't have a voice. And those days, the media space wasn't so open, so friendly. But today, we have elected to go on the democratic path. So what do we not expect? We don't expect anyone to be bundled off to an unknown destination because he has spoken. We don't expect anyone to be hounded off to exile because he has shared a view somebody doesn't like. We expect the media space to be used to voice out the things we like, the things we don't like too, and to ensure that everybody has a voice. Democracy must allow different voices to join in the conversation of nation building. And I kept saying that you may not like the way somebody has said something. That's the style. How about the content? Maybe the content is not so bad. Pick the content, use it. But you don't go hounding people because, I don't like your face. And you didn't vote for me, so I won't mind you. No, that's not what we should do. We should understand our roles as leaders and play them accordingly. We heard some time ago, remember that song? Teachers are suffering. Do you remember? Nurses are suffering. Trainees are suffering. And the non-trainees are also suffering. The trainers are suffering. Today what happened? They are dying. They are buried. That is why you need to voice out. You must voice out. And as I said, yes for yourself, but also for others. Always bear those people in mind. They can never be friends. We can use our voices to proffer good alternatives, like the 24-hour economy. How many of us are bothered to understand that? There are many people who can help us. Let us be prepared to learn. Let us be prepared to propagate the alternative. What we have is not working. We all know that. We once were told that the culture of silence had descended into this country, and that a certain lecture, when my colleague from the academy, broke that silence. So why is it back? Or is it back? Is it back? How do we break it? By voicing out. You must voice out. At the very least, you get the frustration off your chest. If nothing at all. If nothing at all. To keep all that heat in you is not helpful. And what I find a bit disturbing is that yes, we all know it's bad, but then they come and tell you quietly, how did you get here? How did you guys come do this? How did you guys come do said, you see, you are giving us so much homework. But you must also give us the means to get the homework done. And this is why this cannot be the job of only the people who have proposed VOVO today. It is everybody's responsibility. And it is everybody's responsibility to ensure that we get the results we need to get. We are not leaving it to somebody. We are leaving it to all of us. Yes, as leaders have a specific role to play. We know. But it's not all about the leaders who will. It's about all of us. And everybody can be a leader where they are. And do a good job. And do it well. Some are speaking under tones because of fear. There's retribution. Even the media people don't have their space. Don't talk to this one. Don't allow this one to come on your show. And so on and so forth. What is that? That is rather a demonstration of fear on their part. Therefore, you shouldn't be afraid of them. If you have the confidence and you believe in what you are doing, it doesn't matter what another person says. So you see, you need not be unnecessarily fearful. Or what is it? That if you don't join the praising choir, then you should be prosecuted. For what? And you know, dissent will always have some space for improvement. So we must also be courageous enough to listen to dissenting voices. I think that is a sign of courage. And if you want to suppress everybody's voice, then you must step aside. It means you are not willing, and to a large extent, you are not capable. You see, we can't all be the same. Even if you had a small class, 40 students or so, how do you expect everyone to be the same? It doesn't happen. So you must be sensitive to the variety of people you are working with. And that is why we have a multi-party democracy. People will join what they want. And they may not necessarily agree with you. So if you decide that you're going to use the state machinery to intimidate, to murder, to kill, to what? Destroy, then you are not ready. Therefore, you must vote out. And when you must voice out with conviction. Voice out with facts. Voice out devoid of insults. I think I said elsewhere that insults, if insults builds a country, would have been the most developed in this world. It hasn't taken us anywhere. And if you must vote out decisively. It's not about a small margin and we are going for a runoff. We're not going anywhere. We should vote to win. And a lot depends on the preparation we make. It is not about, oh, they have won already. Have the results been declared? So whenever people say that, oh, I said, until the votes are counted, until the results are declared, we are not there yet. We have work to do. We have enough students in the tertiary institutions who belong to TAIN to go out and do the legwork. And I know you can. And that is why I'm counting on you. I know what the youth did when I was blessed to become Vice Chancellor of the University of Campus. I'll just call them and tell them, my folks, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? We achieved so much, and I give the credit to the students. I know what the youth can do. You know, because, and elsewhere, it is the students who volunteer to become the equivalent of polling agents. Why do they do that? They are not saying pay me. They are not saying bring me A, B, or C. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but I'm just because they understand that when these people come into power, if they succeed as a useful person, I will benefit most. So I should be interested that things go right. We need to begin to think around that too. If they come with all their sweet talk, one district, one factory, one village, one dam, what else? One constituency, $1 million every year. And so on and so forth. That too.
Can you imagine? Did you call it?
Thank you very much. Now I think it's better. The students will be the ones to analyze all those things closely because they know that the outcome has a lot to do with their lives. So whether they are youth in anything, whether they are in media or wherever they are very, very careful about that. Because they know that decisions will affect their future. And so they are automatically part of their parties, activities, and so on. And as I'm saying, we all have branches, we all voted. Let us go back there. Let's make friends with them. Let's attend meetings. Let's familiarize ourselves with whatever issues they are having. One of the things I worry about is every time that we vote, in our strongholds, that's where we lose most votes. We notice. And I wonder why. What happens? How come that is the case? Maybe there are small things we can learn and others who can learn. And I'm very happy to see the term right in the middle of the last O. That is where it should be. Maybe that's what we are not doing right. Maybe all this going to the villages and so on, there's something missing that we are not getting right. So people are queuing in the sun for how many hours and then their votes don't count. Why would somebody do that? So the youth, and today I'm on your case, you can read and understand the new directions for voting. You don't need, why should somebody come and train you? You should go out and train others. Because you have the documents. You can read them, you can understand them. Hopefully, whatever the crimes of free SHs, I hope you can read. So this is very important that we are able to voice out. We have to voice out. Because a frustrated people or a silenced people constitute a huge impediment to any social progress. It's in their head. How do you know what it is? Let them. Just recently, some kids went on demonstration. After all the paperwork has been done, then you arrest them, put them in different prisons. What have you achieved? You achieved people who never vote for you again. What have you achieved? That in a democracy you can't even voice out how you feel. When others came into power by doing exactly that. Ghana must progress. Ghana must change.
Amen.
Ghana must change for the better. Amen. And the youth, you have a stake in this change. We all do, and maybe more for you. Ghana must be set free of intimidation, of fear. Ghana must be set free of anger and of hypocrisy. All those who used to speak loud against us, where are they? Ghana must be set free of frustration, of unnecessary bewilderment, and of destruction. Of destruction of our institutions, of our people, of our environment. We must be set free of helplessness and of hopelessness in our youth. We must be set free free of joblessness. Above all, we must be set free of indignity, of miseducation, of our youth fleeing the country. Just drive around most of the embassies and you weep. These are people we have trained. They have skills. And their desire is to get out. Who is there to blame them? Who can blame them? What alternative are we offering? Our alternative lays in the 24-hour economy. And as I end, yes, I agree. And I congratulate everyone who's come here this afternoon. I congratulate those who initiated this program. Everybody who has supported. We must all voice out. We must voice out. Above all, we must not be bribed out. If in doubt, those of us here, we cannot say that we are worse off than Arsenals. If you don't know, go and visit that constituency. They refuse to be bribed out. They stood their ground. And they let the world know and the government that you cannot buy everything. Thank you.
Wow, that was truly inspiring. And I like the very last part. They could not be bribed out.
Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.